Alright, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about spent grains for feed. These here are, and we also have some more down there and another one in a tray over there in the corner. But this here we got from a micro brewery. They're making various flavors of beer. And so this here is what's left over. Let me see if I get a good close-up. And so we're going to use this as a feed source for your goats, sheep, cattle. You don't want to feed this 100%. You're gonna still need roughage and or some pasture, so they can have good bowel movement. But this is a great additive to your feed. Helps cut costs. We got this for free. This is probably like around 110 gallons worth of feed. And when we get it, it's wet and there is a water residue, or there's some pooled water down. Let me come over here, and what we'll do is...
I don't know, is there still something down here?
Yeah, there's...
Yeah, see, it's all
full here.
go like that, so you can see it.
Yeah. Hopefully you can see where it's kind of squishy, and that's a better way.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of water. So what we're gonna have to do is, you can feed it wet as is for up to like 2 or 3 days, but we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to dry this out, so that we can feed it to our animals longer. And now protein and ratios and all are going to be completely different, because different types of beers are going to have different ratios of grains, because they're going after different flavors and all. So it's going to be very different from batch to batch, and so it's really going to be hard to calculate. The reason why I'm sharing you this video is for you guys. What you can do is you can look at possible microbreweries in your area, or big city. But also there are Facebook groups for just home brewers, and you might be able to just find a club or a Facebook group, or just a bunch of guys that just brew a batch. And what I used to do was, a couple years ago, was I would there was a guy near us that he would give us about 2 buckets worth, and it was every 3 or 4 months, but it just helped out with feed costs, and we'd give them a dozen chicken eggs or something, and saved us buying a bag or 2 of feed. But now we got in with this microbrewery, and so this is just going to help with all our sheep and goat and chicken feed costs. And so thought that I'd share that with you guys. Like I said, you can feed it for the first 2 or 3 days, but after that it'll get very moldy super fast. So you either have to dry it out or give it to your animals real fast, and if they can eat it all up, if you have enough quantity or of animals or something.
Or share it with somebody.
Yeah, or you can always share with people. That'd be a great way to get a group of people in and share the grain too. Yeah, let me get a closer view of that water down there, pooled up there at the bottom. So that's kind of what we want to avoid. And so we just got this home yesterday evening, and so we're gonna have to dry all this stuff out. So the best way to do that is, I'm gonna come over here. These here are clean, fresh rabbit trays, and basically what they say is you can do this over a tarp, or you can do it some clean surface. Is you want to spread it out. Now they say up to 2 inches thick. This here is probably 1 inch to 1.5 inches thick, maybe 2 inches thick in some spots. And it's just, of course, if it's a nice hot sunny day, it's gonna dry out sooner. This is kind of overcast, so it'll take a bit longer, but we do have a nice little breeze, so hopefully that'll help. But you're gonna want to do this with your grain, that way it's gonna dry out. So my plan is I'm gonna feed as much wet feed as I can to the animals the next 2 days while it's, before it gets moldy, and in the meantime I'm going to be trying to dry out as much as I can. And another thing, if you don't have enough animals or you don't have the time to dry it all out, is it makes a really great it's really great for your compost. So if you're a gardener, or if you know some people or something, you can add these spent grains to your compost bin, and it's going to add a lot of nitrogen to your compost, and of course a lot more volume. So that's just another option as well. So I hope this helps, and we'll see you next time.